Welcome back, everyone. My name is Destructo Dan, and today is episode 2 of my Feed the Beast Revelation server gameplay. Alright, so last night, after I got done doing the first recording, I actually decided to get on and I wanted to get the castings ready because with the Forge the way it is, in order to do even decent tools and build up from there, you need to have castings. Well, I'll show you what I did. So, the bedrock for one, of course, is just for aesthetic, purposes. It can't be destroyed. And of course, the shelving and the castings can always be taken and stuff or broken. Hopefully that won't happen. But they're here. Get the armor stuff, the weapons, tools, the bindings, all that fun stuff. And pretty much what this allows you to do is to take any kind of metal and then forge it here in the table. I'll even show you to make the different parts, and then you just apply it in the tool bench, the tool forge, and go from there. So what we need to do this right is go find some iron. So question is, do I want to go here in this hillside, or let's see what we can find out over here in the island, because that'll be a place to definitely go and find some. Let's see here. Let's go over here and see what we can find. And I know that's really lazy to go from there to here. But trying to swim that, or at least swimming it and doing that, going back and forth, just gets a little annoying. So this is aluminum. So I was tricked by that yesterday. Let's see, do we have any iron out here? Sometimes you can find it on the outside. Let's see. I know I'm probably going to want to go back to the mainland and actually do the... I hate that auto jump. But probably go look for it over there. I mean, I'm sure I could find it here if I dig down far enough, but sometimes... I just totally did that wrong. Alright, so... let's see if we can find anything else here. I may just have to pretty much get that aluminum and go that route. Even though there's really no benefit to forging aluminum. Not compared to iron, at least, because iron will give you the magnetized. And with these tools, what's really cool is the fact that you have different things like ecological, because I'm using the wood handle cheapskate, is because it's got the stone head, and then the writable is the binding, the paper binding. Now, I had a friend that was playing this for a bit, and they had thought that what you could do is build a tool the way that I did with the paper binding to get the writable, so you get the extra modifier, and then after you do the two modifiers, to apply like a iron head to it, or iron binding or something like that to make it a little bit stronger. You can't do that. I mean, you can, as long as you have another extra modifier that can utilize that. You can't bypass the mod on that, unfortunately. Otherwise, everybody would be doing that. So let's see here. I'm not finding anything, of course. So what we'll do at this point is we'll just back over here. And I wonder if I could... I mean, I know I can, because I've done this before, but I think I have enough blocks to get this over here. So we'll just make this a little bit easier so people don't have to worry about swimming over here, or making a boat to make it a little bit quicker. They can just run, because even getting in and out of boats, takes a little more time compared to just running your happy boat over here. So yeah, there you go. And we'll do this. because of course there's also the sea zombies, as I call them. Which are a big pain in the butt, but that's part of the game. So actually, I'll get out my axe because just in case there are some spawns over here, axe seems to do the most damage to the zombies. So when you do this, or you just, I always just shift click it in there. But at least that way it'll melt it, smelt it. And then, let's see here, what do I want to do with copper? Not really much of anything, because there's not really anything good with copper, honestly. Oops. So, bronze, iodite, copper. So let's see here. Well established. You get additional XP. Oh, that's not bad. That gives you extra XP on everything. Okay. Durability is not bad. I mean, manual in, of course, is the best, but yeah, that's way later on. Durability, mining level iron. I guess I can make a weapon out of it, like a regular broadsword, just to have some damage out of it. Though attack is not all that great. Yeah, llama. Let's see here. Because iron is 4, and that was 3. Seeing that magnetic aspect is really nice. That's why usually iron is like my first upgrade I do for the head. But I think what we'll do for now, so actually let's do this. We need you, and I believe you for sword, right? That's the broadsword. Yep, okay. So what we'll do is head, and then I hate that with this mod. Okay. So I know I put copper in there. Because those are both on. Yay. Which means I now have to find more copper in order to finish it out. Well, so that's one of your issues with having the redstone clocks on there. It's a nice thing for automation, but because I'm still so new to it, I forgot that, yeah, when they're lit up like that, it means it's gonna automatically let it flow. So, put some light through here real quick. Boats are a little annoying. Of course, I made this pathway and I still boated over here. Yay me. Okay. So I think all I need is really 2 more pieces of ore. Now, one thing you have to be very careful about doing is when you're using the mod, you can easily mix metals too as well. There's some more. I'm just going to drop these in one at a time. Be a little bit of annoying, but that's what I get. See, just slightly faster without hitting the boat. Alright, let's see here. Alright, and so Let's go ahead and just do this, and this way what I'll do is I'll leave this on. That way it'll just automatically fill that when it's done smelting. And then of course it should just automatically pour in there, and then we'll be able to see how full it is, because when you put the mouse on here, you can actually see there where it shows how full the tank is for that actual ore. Okay, that's what I thought. So it's going to take 2 pieces of ore. And then, of course, instead of, making a bunch of bricks and then pouring it out, you can just have this here where it makes the bricks for you automatically. Oh well, live and learn, as I say. One thing I do like about this mod set is the fact that we have this whole menu over here that goes through all the pages of different items that are available that you can craft. And then, of course, when you click on them, it tells you exactly what's needed to make it. I wish that we had this type of menu system in regular Minecraft. What? Okay. So, any hoozle. We'll wait for this to smelt. That should be enough for at least the blade. And then it gives you a little indicator here of how much is in there. There's 2 ingots worth. So I should be able to do that enough for the blade. What's nice though is I have hoppers built in down below, automatically going to the chest, so that blade went right there. Which makes it nice and simple. Now I'm one that I'm a neat freak, so I like to put back things that I use. Not everybody does that, of course, but I am one of those that I just like doing that because I like to make sure that I know where everything is at. So what I'll do... You know what? Maybe I'll see if the hill can be done. Did that take 2 bars? It sure did. You know what? I'm gonna do this. This is really just wasting my time because I was being goof and wasn't paying attention, but that's what happens when you're still learning everything on it. Really? Yeah, I hear you. And no more. Okay. So, more torches. And of course, rubber wood will not allow for me to make into planks or into sticks, because that's annoying as heck. So let's do that. There's that. And also the sun should be coming up soon. Yep. Let's see here. Thought maybe I saw some copper over here somewhere. Probably not, but it does not hurt to look. That key is going to annoy me. I don't know why it's sticking all of a sudden. There we go. Yeah. Be coming back for your wool here soon. Let's see. I think that should maybe fill it up. Because I really want to get rid of that. There's that. So does that finish you off? More than likely not. Of course not. So I'm waiting for that to smelt and hopefully just fill that off and be done with it. I need to get some food because I can't sprint. Come here, I want your wool anyways. Thank you. Now, where are your brothers and sisters at? I see a few more over here. I should have gone for a bed in the beginning. Oh. Okay, there's that. That'll at least get me a couple lamb chops too. And a bed. And at least with this actual, mod pack, there's also fruit that grows on some trees that you can eat too as well. And this mod pack will not be the only thing that I play and post up. Like I said, I will be doing some vanilla too as well. But with this and what you can do with it, it's a nice little twist. I really wish there was a 1.14 version of this instead of 1.12. But again, I'm not really familiar with what all the changes were. Did that really not fill it up? I'm gonna have to break that, aren't I? Oops, I should be doing this, yeah. So, which means I now have to make more of those. Okay, so, actually it's right there. Just what I want, lose a little bit of that copper, so I'm not really worried about that, honestly. Put that there, that's off, perfect. So, let's put those in there. I'll just do the hilt and the handle. Just get this done and over with, and at least I'll have that weapon. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I need to make a furnace. Okay. We'll put that over here too, so people can use that. And then just go from there. Alright, so let's put this bad boy here. And we'll put you there. Why not? Use some coal. It'll last a bit longer on the smelting and or the heat. You know how long the heat index lasts or whatever you want to call it. I know certain things have different burn periods. Wood will burn, of course, the fastest, and then you have coal, which will burn a little bit better, and then you can put lava in here, and that will last a little bit longer, I believe. Oh, and that. Let's see here. Just to finish that off. So on this, let's do the hilt. Or I'm sorry, the guard. And the handle. So this bad boy here, we'll go back up here. We'll go down there. One thing I'm tempted to make right now is the hammer because I use the hammer a lot. So these 3 items here. Go into this bad boy here, take that out. Broadsword. And now, the only unfortunate thing is I need copper in order to repair this, unless I replace the copper with like iron or another resource, and then you can typically use that next material to actually repair the item itself, which is why it can get a little expensive depending on what you make. If you make the manulin steel, which manulin is the ardite and cobalt from the nether, when you smelt those together, it makes that purple metal. Well, when you have that, you need to repair it. You have to have more manulin metal in order to repair it. So it can be a little tricky at times. Otherwise, it's pretty fun. Let's see here. So let us that. That's site. Actually, what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to get ready to actually start heading out. Don't want riverwood. That's from the bee. Yes, I'm just dumping all my stuff in there. Which, if I don't need it, someone else may find a use for it, so whatever. There's my bed. Alright, oh, let's get our food. That will be most important. Actually, what I should do is I should actually mine a bunch of this. So what we can do is I can actually make my own forge wherever I decide to make a little homestead. And that'll just make it a little bit easier, of course, to get progressed at that spot too as well. Plus it'll kind of clean up this area here some, level it out. That way it's not so all over the place. And of course, I expect others to do this too as well. I expect, a good portion of this area to get kind of torn up and pulled apart. That's usually what happens in most starting areas. Especially since with this, there's no plugins to help restrict, spawn points or anything like that, or, what you can do in spawn points. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I may go for a hammer when I can find some iron. So what's really nice though is the magnetism, because with magnetism you can just go ham on mining. And with the hammer, because it breaks 9 blocks at a time instead of 1 like the pickaxe, of course that makes a big difference. Now the nice thing though about having the pickaxe and working with this is the fact that you actually get experience right there below where it says clumsy. The more you use a tool, the more it upgrades. And every time it upgrades a level, it increases the stats of the item. And not only that, but it also gives you an extra, uh, whatever you call it for the writable, the modifier. It gives you an additional modifier every time you level it up. So that's kind of a nice thing too as well. I'm going to do this here. And then, of course, the more modifiers like, diamonds and emeralds and, the lapis you can put in there. When you start adding those on there, of course, it becomes faster, stronger, more durable. There's even, later on, like, end game, quote unquote, for it. There's even a, steps are defeating me right now. There's even a modifier that actually makes it unbreakable, just straight up unbreakable. And you can do that on the armor with Tinker's Construct and weapons and tools. So, let's see, how many slots do I have in here? 64. Wow, there's a lot of slots. That is really nice. Cool. So, like I said, smelting this right now, and I believe I need this. Oops, that's not what I want to do. That would suck. Put that in there, because that was, yeah, ingot cast. I believe that's the one I want to use. And then when these are done smelting the cobblestone here, we can actually check it out, and I'll show you what it does. Let's see. What I like is it gives you a meter there in the smeltery to show you exactly what is in there. As a matter of fact, it's almost done. So there's the copper, and there's the seared stone. So you can't really see because it's black, of course, but you can see kind of moving. You always want to make sure that whatever is at the bottom is what's going to be poured out. So make sure you select whatever you want to use. And then, yeah, cool. So we'll just turn that bad boy on, because I'm going to need a lot of brick. A lot of it. So let's see here. It'll be nice once I have upgraded tools too to go a little bit quicker, because this is very slow compared to what you can do. Oh, and it broke. So when your weapon or tool breaks, or whatever the item may be, see how there's no points on my pickaxe here. So I'll just drop this bad boy in here. What? That's stupid. You should put it in A1. Oh well. That's still producing. That's good. Cobblestone there. And thankfully, with the seared brick, they don't take long to cook and cool off. Because when it smelts and it pours out like that, you've also got to give it a cool down time or two as well. So you've got to wait for it to cool off before it can go either in that chest or before you can actually pull it off the table. I don't want slate. Not yet, at least. I don't think I've actually built with slate ever. So slow. But all in due time, it'll get a little bit quicker. And then much faster. Because I don't remember. I know there's one gem that you can get that will actually upgrade your speed. Weapons and tools. So that's really nice too. Alright, so that's still pouring out. Very good. Drop these bad boys in here. Now what I could do is I could actually just leave that on, and that way it pours out all the seared stone, and then also do all of the copper too as well, so that way it's not in here. Because like I said, if you put in certain metals, they'll mix, and then you go from having copper to having bronze. So not everybody wants that. This will make plenty of bricks for me. Let's see, there you go. Almost there's over a stack right there already. All right. Well, I'm going to actually go ahead and call it quits for this episode for today. Let this continue putting out the brick, and then from here we should actually be able to go on and find our new location. Thanks for stopping by the video, you guys. Leave a like, a dislike, leave a comment. I'm really wanting to get into this again, like I mentioned in the last video, and really want to do more with YouTube and just getting my tip of my toes put in the water and just learning how to edit and everything else. I'm sorry if this is boring. Let me know if you want to have some music, real low in the background playing. Just give me some ideas. I'll chat with you guys later.